Y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. So today I am actually not live. I'm live, but I'm not live. I had to pre-record this video because I wanted to show you guys how you can get all of this set up, whether you are live or you are not live like I am. I'm still live. I'm monitoring questions. We're going to be available for open office hours as soon as this training is done, like we normally do. But I would needed to pre-record this because I wanted to show you guys what I actually do every day when I'm setting up my live stream. First of all, I use this little extension here because I want um, my little arrow or my cursor to show. It's the mouse highlight. It's available on with your Windows computer. Okay, so anyway, I turn that on there just so that when I am doing my training, you can see my little arrow. So what I want to do is I want to schedule the event. If I just said I want to go live every day and I just wanted to stream spontaneously, I could click this and then I could go into the studio. If I want to use like OBS or Zoom, or I want to use some third party software to actually host my live stream, I can choose this option here. Now, what I'm going to do and what I do every single day is I actually schedule an event. Okay. So if I wanted to do like a pre recorded video, I could choose some of these options and upload my video and all of that. But I can play it inside of the live stream. So there are multiple ways of setting this up, but I just want to show you what I do every single day. Okay. So I go to Restream, and you can go to myvisionagency.com/Restream if you want to create an account. And I think you still save $10 on your membership if you use that link. So I'm going to click here to schedule an event. And now you'll see I can choose again. Do I want to use the studio? Do I want to use the encoder? Do I want to stream a video that's already pre-recorded? Or I can even choose a playlist of videos that I have that I want to play. So what I'm going to do Monday through Thursday, I actually use the Restream Studio to live stream. I used to use OBS, but Restream actually got a lot more advanced in the last few years since I've been doing this. And so now I'm using the Restream Studio. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule it for that. And now I need to create my event. So I'm going to add the title of my event. Now today is going to be stream, let's say live stream to multiple social media channels. Okay, so just right off the top of my head, I'm creating that. Now, when I'm creating the description, I need to give a reason that someone would want to watch this, right? Because they're going to be scrolling through social media. They're going to see the first couple lines first, and then they're going to decide if they even want to join this meeting or if they want to check out the video once it's already over. Okay, this is going to be the description of all of my social media posts and my YouTube description. So I'm going to say here, and sometimes I like to start out with a question. Okay, so um, what if you could go live once a day and stream to all of your social media channels at one time? How much time would that save you? How much, how many more sales do you think you could um, acquire? Today, I am going to show you how to do exactly this. If you would like to create an account of this software, and here I always do this too. I want to test the link out and make sure that I'm sending them to the right spot. So I'm going to say visionagency.com/restream. And this is just, let me copy this in case it's right. This is just my affiliate link here. So let me copy. Let's go ahead and look at it. And now it's redirecting, so that's what I wanna see. And there used to be, if you use this link, the option to save. Okay, so but I don't see that there's a credit for that anymore. So, oh, here we go. As a referral, you'll receive $10 in credits when you sign up. Okay, so what's cool about Restream when you refer, it's not like an affiliate, but you will receive $10 in credits, and also the people who use your link will receive $10 in credits. Okay, so I want to make sure to use that link here. You can create an account of this software there. And let's do a call to action for our main program. So let's say if you are interested in discovering how to earn reoccurring income, reoccurring passive income as a software reseller, join our coaching program and I'm going to put my website here. Okay. All right. So now I want to choose the day and time that I'm going to be going live. So I go live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now I need to upload a thumbnail. So what I do is I actually use Canva, and I have this thumbnail that I just revise all the time. Yesterday was the end of our high level overview series. So now I need to update the thumbnail or choose a new one. So I'm going to say, let's just change this one here. So let's say uh, live, live streaming. Add a T there. Live streaming. Let's shrink this down a little bit so that it makes sense. That looks good. We could actually even move that to the left. I like it in the middle. Okay, so live streaming, let's say multiple platforms. Multiple platforms. Okay. If I had more room, you really, when you're creating thumbnails, you want to keep the words like as simple as possible, right? We don't want to have 100 words on here. And if they're just, like I have 4 words, that's really like you wanna try to keep it super simple, right? You can always put whatever you want in your description, but on your thumbnails, you definitely want it to be simple. Now, you'll see the background image here was high level. It was the section that we were working on in our series. But what I wanna do, since we're talking about Restream, what I wanna do is add a image of Restream. So let me open up Restream in a new window, and let's just screen capture this. So I'm just using my Windows screen capture there. And okay, so I do have my little thing there, but that's okay. Let's go into Restream, or I'm sorry, into Canva. I'm not used to doing this live. I have to actually think about what I'm doing here. Okay, so let me delete this. I'm going to move this restream into the background, and I'm going to get rid of that little recording thing because I'm using different recording software since I'm showing you all the things that I actually do. I'm going to move this to the back. And I also need to make this a little transparent because I do want that purple showing through. And then you can kind of see Restream in the background. Okay, so this is my thumbnail that I'm going to use now. And I'm going to go ahead and download it. So let's download. And I just want the first page. I don't want all of them. So click here. And we're going to download the page. So now I'm going to add this to a folder that I have available. The folder popped up over here. We'll do thumbnails. I'm going to change this instead of weekly coaching. I call it Restream so that I can find it if I ever need to. Okay, so now that I've created that, I'm going to go back here and then I'm going to pull this in, thumbnails, and let's find the one that is Restream. I can even search for it here. if I need to restream. All right, so I found it. Okay. Now it will allow me to crop if I want, but that's good. So now we have our title here and we have our description, our calls to action. What I do, because I've done this so many times and there's been errors or whatever, before I hit this next button, I always save this description just to my clipboard, just in case I need it, because I never want to have to rewrite that again, right? So I have it copied to my clipboard now, and I'm going to go ahead and click next. Here I have all of my social platforms already connected. It's really easy to connect your platforms. You just click um, to activate when you're setting up your account. You can add channels. Like if I wanted to add any of these channels, Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube, any of these things, I could add and then stream to those. Oops, let's go back. I don't want to exit out of that. But you can see I have all of my channels here that I'm going to stream live to. Now, if I wanted to update only the description of YouTube, I could just edit that and then update here and then, of course, save. And then same thing for Facebook business page and personal profile. And then we have LinkedIn here. Okay. I used to stream to Twitter or X, but they changed their live streaming. So you have to be like um, you have to be a like a certif or like you have to have that badge there is what that is. So now I no longer stream to that. So I'm streaming to all of these different platforms, and you can see they're all turned on, and we could edit here if we want to. We want to make sure the date and the time is accurate. So we're going to go ahead and click create the event. So now it's creating these events on all of the different networks here on YouTube, Facebook business page, personal Facebook profile, and LinkedIn. So it's going to give me custom settings, um, or it's going to create the event. Okay, so that event, you can see is now created. And if I click here, I can see all of the different places. So if I click here, this gives me the link that goes right to the YouTube event. So you can see live in 3 hours. You'll also see if I click here, it goes to the Facebook event. So again, we've already created that event live at 2 p.m. We have this event here that goes to, again, we're just live streaming there. And then we have the LinkedIn. Okay, so if you ever need to go back and edit, you can edit in Restream and then repost or update the event. But you could also go to the actual platform if you needed to. Okay, so that is all I really need to do, right? So when I go now to YouTube, and I see my event here, I can click to copy the URL. But what I actually do at this point now is I just go to my event and then I have a YouTube playlist that is live training. Okay. Now, when I add this video to the live training playlist, what happens is it sends a message to Zapier here. So when I add that video to that playlist, it creates a task in ClickUp. And we'll go through these automations tomorrow. I'll show you how to build them all out together. But um, we're going to add the video to the playlist. It's going to go to ClickUp, and you could send this anywhere that you want to. Okay, but it's going to take the data that I just entered from this YouTube here. And then it is going to it's going to create a task inside of ClickUp to create a blog. And this is for my VA, but it could also be for yourself if you just want to make sure that you're completing all the tasks, kind of creating an SOP for yourself. So we have the blogs. We have a task to post to communities, to the YouTube community, to our My Vision Agency community, post to the free community, post to the partner community. We're going to update or copy the Facebook event from the business page to the group because we can no longer use third-party tools to stream live to groups, but also I mean, you could, but that would be like the only place you could stream live to. So we can't use the multi-streaming tools. And so we just want to copy that. Something cool about doing this as well, when you copy from the business page to your group, they still see the event, but you can actually run ads to the people who have watched the video. Um, you can, we also have created a task to update the SEO of that video. And then we're also going to find the event on our event calendar. And then we're going to update the event with all of the information from that day's training, pulling directly from the YouTube description. And then we're also going to download the video and then re upload it. That's just an SEO thing that we're trying out to see how that works. And then a reminder for my VA to make sure to go to the communities and check for any comments and members that have questions that need to be answered. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, and you can see and click up all of the things that I just did. They are all starting to post there now. Okay, so if I go now into my go back to Restream. Okay, so this is my event here. Okay, so when it's time to now keep in mind, I don't have to do any of that posting. Okay, if I go to my actual group here, let me show you. You will see that the my VA, he gets all of those messages there to, to post. And you can see like yesterday we did, high level overview using tags. So he will come in and he will post those things. What's really cool too is if you go to this one, for example, you can see the video, you can actually embed it. So when the video is being watched, it just pulls up inside of your membership area and can be watched. This is just the YouTube link. Um, but then, so they're not actually leaving the membership area when you want to check that out. Okay. So what I do when it's time to go live is I'll actually enter in to the studio here. And I don't have my camera on, so I'm just gonna click enter studio. You would want to put in your name there. And you'll see here, if you don't want your camera on, okay, you need to make sure to go to settings and then choose to toggle this off, show non-video participants. Because if I toggle this on, you're gonna see my little, when I go to share the screen, which let me pull something up here so that, okay. Okay, so here is like my screen two, or let's do screen two. Okay. So if I wanted to share my screen too, I could click there. And then now you'll see, because I have the video participant on, but I'm not sharing my video, or even if I was sharing the actual video, it would show right here. Okay. So if I want to make sure to turn that off, I still want to be able to hear my voice. So I don't want to toggle this off. Okay. I want to keep this on, but I don't want that to show here in the video. Okay. Now you can see over here, when I have my design, I have my video clips. So if I want, like at the very beginning, here's what I do. Okay, so I do all the settings like I just showed you. I have an image overlay that is simply a image I created on Canva that's like, it's the YouTube thumbnail size. I think it's 1080p or 1080 by 720. So let's go here, just because I want to make sure that when I create this training that you guys can easily do this on your own. So I'm going to just choose the YouTube thumbnail here. And then I want to choose an element that is like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up here. And I think it is 50 here. And then what I want to do is I can change this color to anything I want to. So let's just say that, let's say this is I'm in a demo brand, but I'm going to go ahead and go to my brand that I have here. And let's say I want it to be purple. And then I could add some text here if I want to, and say, uh, just maybe we want to say just our website. Okay. So myvisionagency.com. We could do some fancy things. We could add our logo. We could add a QR code. You can you can do the QR code and everything here. I won't go through that training today because this will be a really long video. But play around with this. Let's make that text white so you can see it here. Let's highlight this, make it white. All right. So now we have this text. If I wanted to add effects like the typewriter, I know you guys have seen me do that. You want to do the animate, and then you can choose any of these options here. You can see what it actually does here. Um, there's tons of different options depending on what plan you have. There is one actually called typewriter, I think. Yeah, this one right here. So if that's the look that you're going for, you just want to select that there. Now, what you need to do is or actually, I don't think now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that you can do the if you're using something like OBS, you could do the animate because you could upload it as a GIF, but what or a GIF or whatever people say. But I actually just want to make sure that I can use this as transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download and I'm going to choose a PNG, and then we're going to do a transparent background. So when I do that, that is going to give me the overlay. It's going to be the whole image size here, but it's going to be transparent here like this one. So you can see if I hide this and show you, that's one whole image. It's just the top part here is what is not transparent. Okay, so that's how all of that works there. Now, the video clip is simply an intro and outro video that I created on Canva. Again, you just want to upload the video here. And then in the middle of your presentation, you can play this anytime. Okay. So, what I do, let's say that I'm ready to go live. I have all of this set up exactly how I want to use it. And what I'll do is I will click this button here. Comments here, and then I can see all of the comments, and when this video is over, it will automatically just share the screen, and then I will be able to you'll see here, and then I will be talking and all of that. Now, when my video is over with and I do my whole training and all that, then I do my outro video, and then it will play that, and then when I'm done, I'll just click, to leave the live stream, okay? So that's how I have all of that set up. Now, what's cool is after you go live, you will, inside of Restream, you can go to the storage area and your recordings, and you'll see that it will keep a recording of all of your videos. And if you want to edit it, you can click here and do the trim where you trim out like the beginning and the end because you know that is important for the replay value, especially if you're going to use it in like blogs and things like that. Now, there's lots of things that I could go over with Restream, but that's basically the functionality there. Now, if you did want to use OBS or Zoom, you can switch this to RTMPS settings. Okay. Now, when you switch that, you'll see here that you have the RTMP URL and then you have a secret key. So let me go ahead. I'm going to move this window over here. I want to log into Zoom because that's probably the most popular one that you guys are going to be using. So let me log into Zoom and I want to pull up an event here. And I want to show you that if you, for example, this is my Zoom account here. So if I wanted to make sure that, let's say that I'm hosting open office hours. Okay. Now, first, I don't live stream open office hours. So what I do is we have our meeting, it ends, and then I just go right to Zoom and then I open up the open office hours. Okay. So I don't live stream that. But let's say that I was setting it up for the weekly Q&A session and I wanted to make sure to live stream this. And I wanted to I'm sorry, let me create a new event here. I don't want it to go to just the to Restream. I want it to actually be the whole I'm sorry, I can't talk today. I don't want it to go to Restream and just stream whatever. I want to make sure that it's going to connect this event that I created with the exact event that I'm going to live stream. Okay. So when you create your meetings here, you want to choose the day and time and all of that and however you want. So let's just say I'm going to save and then that will be in my meeting. And then here, what I want to do is live stream. So I'm going to configure the custom streaming. The stream URL is going to be, I'm sorry, it's going to be this one here. Okay. And then the stream secret key is going to be this here, and I'm not going to post that because I don't know if the secret key is different, but you would post the secret key. And then this is going to be the page that you're going to be live streaming on, okay? I always put the Zoom link here. So the Zoom link to that specific event, that's where I want to live stream. That's where I want to send them. Okay. So, and then of course I could choose configure live streaming and all of these things, but it's not really necessary. You just need to make sure to put that info in there and then save. And then what happens is when you are in the meeting, you can, let's go to my meeting here and let's go to start the meeting. I do use Fathom as well. Highly recommend it. But when you start the meeting, it will, let me pull this over. Go. Pull this in. Now, when you start the meeting, what you're going to do is go to live stream and then live on custom streaming service. Okay. That's going to be where it's going to pick up that info that you entered into the meeting. And then it's going to stream that exact event to your Restream account. Okay, so that RTMPS settings, that's going to be, you would add that to Zoom, or you would add that to OBS or any other custom streaming option that you would be using when actually doing your live stream. So a lot of people ask, well, why do you use Zoom over Restream? And it's just simply because when you're in the event for Restream, you can only invite up to 10 people, and we have more members than that in our weekly Q&A session. So that's how all of that works. So hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll with your live streaming. And I am going to go over tomorrow these automations here and show you some options to make sure that you're staying on top of your tasks when you are live streaming, whether it's for a VA or yourself. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. For joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.